Mount Scuba. You probably can't see it very well right now, but it is gorgeous. I just wanted to show it off. This is a slightly better view of Mount Scuba. It's gorgeous. The light has gone down a little bit so you can't see all the colors, but it was really beautiful. But it's still gorgeous now in person. I wish I had a better phone to capture it. So I've made it to my starting point, and it feels like it's not as cold as it was yesterday. Well, last night when I went. It's currently 4:23, and it's amazing what a sunny day will do. Like, it's not as dark as it was yesterday. But I'm gonna go the opposite way that I normally go, like I did yesterday, because I want to see a different kind of scenery today, and not always do the same one. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit of that before it gets dark, and then after that, it'll be too dark to really see stuff. But yeah, I will check back in later. How beautiful this place is on this side of the trail. Like, I only came down this way about, I can't speak with the dinghy. I only came down this way maybe 2 or 3 times during the summer and early spring when I first started biking, and it's just so gorgeous. I don't know why I didn't come this way as often as I did. Well, not as often as I did, because it's beautiful this way. I wish you could see Mount Scuba in person and that I had a better camera, because it is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's just so nice to look at. I like mountains, but climbing them is very difficult for me. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I cannot say that word enough, but yeah, I would really like to climb it in the fall, but we're getting closer to winter now, and I'm not the strongest climber. It takes me a while, but yeah. I hope you are enjoying the view of Mount Scuba. I definitely am. So happy it's not dark right now. I got out here on time. Like, it's just gorgeous today. A little cold, but like, definitely worth coming out here for sure. This view, I love sunsets too, and sunrises. I just love everything about nature. Like, and the very first time that I came down this way, I didn't realize that there was a tunnel that you could go under, so you don't have to cross the road. And because it was my first time going on this path, I was like, I have to cross the highway to get on to the other side. Like, it was kind of scary, but it wasn't fun. And then whenever I came here the same way with my friend, he went through the tunnel. I'm like, oh my god, you can go through the tunnel. But the tunnel is, you can't, it's there-ish, and it was fun to go down. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to my ride, and yeah. I'm gonna put my gloves on when it gets a little bit colder, but right now, not too cold for no gloves, but yeah, it's just so beautiful. Like, look at it. It's such a beautiful, beautiful day. Now that is a view. I feel like, yeah, it definitely looks better in person. You can see the moon. And what is that thing above her? I don't know. Oh, you can see it in the camera. It's a like white speck. I don't know what it is. But yeah, just over that way, if you go maybe, I want to say 20-25 more minutes. I don't remember the exact time. Just because it's been so long since I last came this way. But there's a lake over there that me and my friend biked to. And he has a road bike, and I had a Machete bike. And somehow I was able to keep up with him. But he had to go really slow because I could only go so fast on that bike. But yeah, this is where I wanted to end up. I knew that there was a highway somewhere. I'm like, just keep going, just keep going. But yeah, Mount Scuba is behind me. I'm wearing a glove right now, so I can't really do the flippy thingy very well. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. I've gone 7.1 miles in about 44 minutes. So I'll average, I think, by the end of my ride, about 14.2 miles. So yeah, I'll check back in whenever I get closer or whenever I get home. We shall see. So I'm gonna give you guys a story time because it just happened and I'm really, really exhausted. And I hope I don't get sick because of what happened. But I was on my way back from the path that I was taking, and Japan is typically like relatively safe for the most part. But I had just reached the tunnel that I had showed you guys earlier in my video. And thankfully, I think that tunnel is what like helped me out the most because I had already ridden like over probably 10 miles at the point that I got back to the tunnel. And for whatever reason, because the tunnel undergoes a highway, so these group of people, I think they were all guys for sure, and they could have been teenagers, it could have been high schoolers, it could have been adults, I don't know. But one of them said "oi" really, really loud, which is just like hey in Japanese, but also English too. But I ignored them, and I'm like, oh god, let's not have it be what I think it's gonna be. And I ignored them. I was like, I have a hill coming up. I can go down it and then go up it and gain some speed and momentum. Just ignore them and leave. But ignoring them didn't work because the guy who said oi said it even louder. He was like, oi, trying to get my attention. And I'm just like, I really want to curse. But I'm like, F that stuff. And I was like freaking out because it's cold and I can't force myself to go faster than what I can do in the cold. And yeah, I'm gonna pause here and recontinue. But yeah, there's only so, like, I can only go so fast when it's cold because I looked at my fastest time on Strava and I only got up to 21 miles an hour is my fastest speed. And normally, if it's not cold, I can average about like 23, 24 miles if I'm trying to go super duper fast. But my legs were already shot because I had been riding for so long. But anyway, I ignored them. And after that second oi, I'm like, they're going to chase me. And I've never been chased before. Like, a lot of other stuff has happened and things like that, but I've never been chased before, like an on-foot chase. But granted, I was on a bicycle. And the tunnel, they were on the same side as me on the highway. So they would have to cross that highway to get to me. And I was like, no, I'm just going to go in the tunnel, build up speed. And I built up speed. And I went super duper duper fast. but my light, like, it's bright, but I didn't set it on the brightest setting, which I should probably do that more often, but I don't want it to die too fast on me. But yeah, I couldn't see that well, because whenever I got onto like this open flat section that I showed you guys in Mount Scuba, they started like hollering and whooping, like, "Oh yeah, what," all that loveliness of being heads, like, but yeah, they went for the chase, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that, but I had to. So I missed the actual bike path that I was taking, which I think is a good thing in hindsight, because I got onto a main road. I didn't know that I was on highway, because there's no reflecting lights on Japanese roads. Like, it's just pure dark unless you have your headlights or any kind of lamp light. So I was on this main road, and because it was dark, I got my bearings really mixed up. But I didn't know if they were still behind me or if they stopped chasing me whenever I got to the highway, but it had to have been for at least up to 5 minutes. Just non-stop, like, they cannot get to me kind of thing. And yeah, and I got to the main highway. I got to a stoplight, and I'm wearing the wrong clothes to be out on the actual roads with people and cars. But I was like, nope, I'm not about to, like, have this happen to me. So I weaved between some of the cars. I got to a more open thing, and then I took the wonkiest way back home because I got so confused. And yeah, I saw a physical point, like whatchamacallit thing, where I was like, oh, I know that building, but I turned the wrong way. And whenever I realized, I was like, oh, I recognize this highway, but I'm going the opposite of where I live. So I turned down a road, and then I pulled out Google Maps, but my GPS stopped working. I was like, okay. But then I saw familiar landmarks, that's the word, familiar landmarks. I'm like, let me just go parallel to this. And then I did that, and I popped out. I was on the same road that is in whatever, like, it's a little veered off from the one that I normally take. I was like, I have my bearings, a little far from home, and yeah, I just kind of, once I got into town and I saw that nobody was following me, that's kind of whenever I, like, relaxed and took it a little bit easy to get home. But yeah, it definitely freaked me out, and I'm not going to take that bike path, or maybe the other one, that, which is, it's really sucky to say, and it's not even, it's only 5:54. Like, when it happened, it was a little bit, probably like 5:30ish, maybe 5:20. Like, it's not that late at all. It's just darker than normal in a relatively safe area of Japan. Like, come on, people. So I somehow lost my last bit of my explanation thingy rant. Yeah, Japan is a relatively safe place, but like any country, things can happen, and yeah, I'm for sure gonna get something from this, because, like, I have that wheezing noise whenever I present. Hopefully I can sleep it off and it's not a problem, but yeah, being chased isn't fun, and unfortunately it happened to me tonight, so yeah. But I just wanted to share what happened, just because, like, stuff like that does happen, and you just need to be aware, I guess. Like, I knew to be aware of it, but I'm like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but apparently, like, it's a lot bigger than what I thought it was. But yeah, I don't wear headphones whenever I bike. Yeah, I used to wear headphones on my other bike, but now that I can go faster, and it's just really relaxing to look around and just not really think about stuff and just relax. I don't wear headphones anymore, and because I do go out whenever the sun's down, even though, like, it's not that late. I think it's important to be more fully aware of your surroundings, especially if you're gonna be by yourself. But yeah, just be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and hopefully there are hills on your side and tunnels that make your escape faster, because yeah, that was definitely in my favor. But so this is obnoxiously long. I'm gonna end it here, and I hope you guys have a very good night, morning, whatever you're doing right now, and I will probably check back in tomorrow, so bye.